Scarith Mage doing some blocking in that bottom lane to try and push that wave back towards JT. Give MEEPO a nicer lane so he doesn't get chased out.
Mid lane, big dub for Quinn. He should be pretty happy about that one. It was insanely good Fisher from Nothing to Say, blocking off 4 heroes and then trying to lock down Alchemist, kill him. But you don't have Enchant Totem, you don't have Aftershock. This is not the spell that you want to get until level 4 most of the time. Sometimes you get it on level 3, but yeah, it's going to affect matchup way too much.
Yeah, now all that learning and research in these hero matchups goes out the window just with one little change. Baboka looking for that sentry ward. Doesn't find it. Celery trying the courier snipe. Does find it. Under the tier 1 tower.
Going their way. Not too bad. Ace also having 1 kill to his name. Having 1 assist as well. Couple of CS. Nothing too, too fancy in this lane since he's playing into Razor. But yeah, good start for him. We'll be going into Boots of Speed. Windlace phase boots. What he wants to do is run away from this Razor static link. Chant doesn't provide you with any kind of like stun. Does have a little bit of a slow on that penitence.
Nicely done by Baboka several times now. Darachu trying to channel stuns to go on the sky. Baboka steps off the lane, hides himself in the trees. Is this another one of those games, Lacoste, where we just ignore top lane, ignore mid? Everyone look at bottom lane. Eyes on the MEEPO, that's it. A lot of action happening down there. Ace, 8 and 3. Already we see the top 3 last hitters, Gaming Gladiators. Again, this laning stage that they bring to the table, so strong.
Quinn pretty happy about this one, playing aggressive into Earthshaker matchup. Getting some CS, controlling the runes, yeah. Having 1 CS less than Earthshaker. Should be pretty happy about this one.
Yeah, sure does. Monet kind of being zoned from the creep wave. He's got a Harpy behind him with some lightning spam, but Ace is the big bully. He's the one controlling this wave up, denying creeps, holding the wave back. Monet struggling to get those early last hits in, sat at 8 and 3. So we've seen, early last hits, first 3 minutes, not necessarily the be-all and end-all of the game when you've got JT roaming. As mid, Nothing to Say drops down to 200 health. Not really in kill threat just now, but next round, next flurry of spells, Quinn could potentially go for it.
Will be forced to get his bounty rune, the 3-minute bounty, which leaves Quinn in a situation to free farm in this lane.
Darachu having a pretty good time bottom lane, uncontested. Getting his farm on.
Has ice armor from Ogre Vampire Mage.
Nothing to Say getting jumped on again by Quinn. Really just levying that early position he's found himself in. Make things very uncomfortable for the Earthshaker. Forcing Baboka to make a rotation in, try and guard these 4-minute runes. Celery's tracking him back though, and Baboka gotta be careful, wary of the position here of Celery. He throws the Ancient Seal down. Nothing to Say bottles up the water rune, and now it's Celery down in the river getting caught and stunned up. A freebie there for the Earthshaker. Wants the high five as Quinn, he comes in to fight. Swashbuckle, short range one, but he's kept them at bay for now at least.
Backpacks, branches to use his magic stick. All these small things, especially in mid matchups, they matter so much.
Oh, and top lane. Looks like Ace went for a bit of a dive here on Monet. Static Link will drain a fair amount of that damage back. Creep wave still here under the tier 1, allowing Tofu to keep the damage and the pressure going. Difficult spot for Xnova to be in. Like we've been saying through the group stage here, Chen's laning presence has felt a little awkward. Not as bad as it used to be for sure, but still, like you said, not offering a stun, can't really hold them back too much. Later on is where his real presence comes in 10 minutes or so when he's actually able to get out on the map and push towers.
Oof. Things are changing in this top lane. They're forcing Razor like slightly out of the lane and also having some kill threat. We've seen some Gyrocopter 5s using an early point in Flak Cannon for some extra harassment.
Man, look at him, he's just flacking onto the Chen creeps. They're always half HP. Within that threshold of dying, potentially. JT One of his Meepos dropping pretty low, but the other one opening up to get on top of Celery's Enchantress. Concoction, channel to zone them away. Silence is there. Is he going to self-stun? He does, and now the turnaround from G2.ig. Dyrachyo in trouble. Beautifully done by Baboka and JT. It looked like it would just be a freebie Enchantress kill, but Dyrachyo oversteps his boundaries there.
He got surprised by that one. You can tell. It's a 3-second duration silence. Got silenced at 2.5, which means that he's going to stun himself, and then JT moves around him. Quinn using his first roll on the mid lane. Tofu's there. No rocket, only has rocket barrage. Nothing to say. Level 5 wants to get level 6 from that creep wave. Will not be able to get it.
No, he will not. Taken out. And even with the best efforts of Baboka to come in and help, they get the kill on that Earthshaker mid. Quinn with that slight level advantage, now getting a shield rune as well. And the short cooldown Rolling Thunder, like we were saying at the end of the draft, this could be the difference maker here, allowing Quinn just to be involved in all of these early fights and rotations, because already 6.5 minutes in, we've got a Meepo in the top lane. He's moving, and he's hunting, looking for the quote-unquote counter to his hero. Ace, the ET, does manage to dip away from that initiation. 2k lead appears for Gaming Gladiators after a very solid laning stage. Dead even in the kills. That slight farm advantage coming to fruition for them. And one of the big things about this Gaming Gladiators lineup, they can keep this Alchemist tucked away, hidden and farming. And it's going to be down to G2.ig to go hunting for him. Centaur.
He tried.
He did.
Sneaky little move from Celery. Tried to deny enemy XP rune. It's all about the details. How much can you cripple your opponents early on? Razor not too happy about this one. Monet, both him and Nothing to Say, relatively low in terms of net worth. Already a 2k gold lead for Gaming Gladiators.
Oh, Celery. Passing by each other through the twin gates. X-Nova is going to pop through as well. Quinn was making that rotation top, led by Tofu to try and find people in that outer ring of jungle farm. Entire lane has been evacuated by G2.ig, though. And Quinn just keeping it going, on to Nothing to Say. Looks like both squads pretty content trading out towers, mirroring each other on the map for now.
This time around, Gaming Gladiators, they're not afraid to scale into mid and late game with the heroes that they have. You have pretty much every single hero that does well. We're talking about Enchantress. We've seen Baboka in the previous game, how much damage he can do. Then you also have Elder Titan, who's going for Hand of Midas. And maybe Alchemist eventually gives him Aghanim Scepter. He doesn't necessarily need to buy it. He can also like build into Echo Saber, disassemble, have one component, go back to it. So, in terms of counters to this Meepo, they have many more this time.
Yeah, plenty more answers for sure. Baboka trying to get his level 6 in that mid lane. Just leeching a bit of experience. Sitting behind, Nothing to Say as well, but all this is under that Radiant Observerboard vision. And we see Dyrachyo getting his farm on. This is the thing, you've kind of got to make a concerted effort here as G2.ig to find and kill this Alchemist, but there's so much noise happening on the map right now with this Quinn Pango rotating. Ace's ET causing issues up top. It feels like there are two free lanes here for Gaming Gladiators, mid and top lane, to do whatever they want to. And Alchemist is being untouched in this quiet period of the match. Quinn making his move. Ensnared up mid crash. JT gonna get rolled upon, tries to dodge it. Quinn, is he gonna bounce back? No, decides better of it, goes to farm some creeps instead.
Still has that haste rune, thinking about killing Nothing to Say underneath the Observer Ward.
Homing missile chasing him. That's the Gaming Gladiators, more focused on the building though. Looks like the Enchantress making the call to get these objectives. And Ace up at top, a wise TP away. No stuns there to stop him. And a good deny from Monet, who does remove that tier 1 top.
Gaming Gladiators making a move across the map, relieving the pressure off Alchemist. They know that this hero is very vulnerable at this time. Relatively easy to gank with Earthshaker, Meepo. Like one silence, one slow from Skywrath Mage. He doesn't get the ulti off. So now they're bringing in numbers in this top lane, and also Ace playing much more aggressive, managing to TP out of trouble.
Nothing to Say, just cannot catch a break. Every time he shows on a wave, there's like 2 or 3 heroes up in his face. Much slower and steadier start to this game. JT hasn't fully popped off. Yeah, like we've been saying, that Sacred Relic coming up pretty quickly for Doraccio. Radiance will be here shortly. And it feels like this smoke, Sky and Razor has to pay off. As Gaming Gladiator is just farming enemy Ancients, leaving Ace a little alone in this top lane. He's been a bully for the first 10 minutes of the match, but now it looks like he's met his match. Baboka and Monet will drain his damage and his life to take him down at long last. Get that ET out of this match.
Definitely a kill G2.ig needed at this point, especially for Monet. He doesn't have a lot of money in his bank, sitting at only 4.4k. NTS also needs to recover. He needs to find some kind of an opening. Right now, his stacks are being taken by Quinn, who's about to finish off the Fusel Blade recipe away.
Really just rhyme Monet with money.
In my head, it's the same.
You should honestly find like a side gig, you know, writing rhymes for rappers or singers or something, you know, just...
I'm down. Hit me up.
All the little puns you can slip into songs. Gaming Gladiator is coming out strong into this bottom spot. Double observer boards. Trying to play into their own vision and hunt for this Meepo. JT, he's going to poof away, it looks like.
What would this song be called? Pandora's Box.
Yeah? Or is that your band name?
Sounds good. I can't play any instrument. I don't know what I would do.
You're the songwriter. You're the producer. Executive. Punducer. Arcane Rune coming up here for Quinn. That's a pretty nice one. Bottle it up and look for a fight. Radiance ready for Doraccio.
12-minute Radiance on Doraccio. Power treads available. Now in the enemy triangle, going to be stealing away some of their own farm.
Just take it all. This map feels like it's getting pretty small for G2.ig. Bottom tier 1 gone. Ancients don't belong to them. A couple of wards they've got very centered around the mid lane. And you can see the line there drawn by the Alk saying, hey guys, I'm going back through my jungle. There's lots of farm to be gathered here. You can go forward and look for a bit of a poke, a bit of a fight elsewhere, but I am not getting involved. Ace getting a lot of farm top as well, but here's the jump, the Echo Slam, the Gyro dead, a support kill, but not much else.
Diffusal now completed. Baboka, this item makes Pango's life, Baboka's life miserable. It's just, you lose mana on the hero. You lose like half your HP with one swashbuckle at this point.
Yeah, there's just not much you can do about it. There's smoke and try and hide in the fog somewhere. Just don't show.
Be the aggressor. Be the one who's initiating with Ancient Seal.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Medallion up for Celery already as well. Making his move up into this top jungle. Chen does have the Soul Crest fully completed though.
Xnoa has been farming. He understood that there's not much going on in the map, not much he can do. So Solar Crest, Penitence, that's going to amplify the damage and also relatively good defensive item against the minus armor that they have.
And as this game goes on, you've got this Radiant lineup who have counters to Meepo, have answers, have scaling. The Aghanim Scepters that Artemis could potentially build down the line. Are G2.ig on a clock with their lineup? With this Razor, Earthshaker, Meepo, Tricore?
Yeah, I would say yes. Especially because they're like so far behind. It's already 5k gold lead for Gaming Gladiators. This is how they've been playing throughout the whole year. Just shut the map, out-farm the opponents, go for like one Roche, and then end the game.
Nice,
they were not relying on getting the second Roche. Celery.
Good Fisher. He tried to push himself down the staircase, gets away from danger. Now, nothing to say the one that's left stranded here. Tofu and Ace have come back in. Chen creeps trying to body block them in the Hand of God, healing him up as well. NTS, oh, he's rolling on the log, gets back to safety. Dangerous times, though. When you initiate on Enchantress, you don't get the kill, and you nearly die. Quinn going to go with the TP cancel. Rolling Thunder just to catch out X-Nova here. Is Tofu going to be the one to get the kill? Rocket Barrage will finish him off. Well, it looks like the TP down to bottom by Quinn. Getting the catch on the JT's Meepo. Oh!
That's
Quinn
a blink
with the
reveal
moves.
On Doraccio. I was wondering like why Quinn doesn't want to get that kill. Also Tofu seems like he was confused there for a second because like why would he take the kill if Quinn can do it? And this game is just very, very difficult now for G2.ig.
Yeah, I mean, they're 8k behind at 15 minutes. They've not contended with the Alchemist. They've not dealt with this Ace ET. And Quinn's Pango, the first pick, first overall pick. Question marks around it, but yeah. Quinn Pango, no mucking around, getting the job done. Every single fight. People getting rolled on and crushed by Little Musketeer. He's going straight into the Aghanim Scepter as well.
Ace also having a blast of a game in this top lane, level 11 on ET. Echo Saber about to be delivered.
It's shard time for Tofu, right?
He would definitely
Just
want
save
to
the
buy
money.
15 minutes right now, having Urn of Shadows.
Tons of money saved up. We've got Crimson Guard queued next.
Not a bad one against Razor, MEEPO, some right clicks from Earthshaker.
It's been a challenging one for Nothing to Say. That level 1 Fisher that he needed for that early fight. The lane against Quinn.
Is scouting them out. They know Nothing to Say has Blink Dagger. Gonna move to the top lane. Dyrachyo, again, on the opposite side of the map, continues to farm up. BKB, just a recipe away. Ooh. That's a sneaky ward right there.
Yeah, Game Gladiators, I mean, they don't feel it. They know it, right? They know this is coming. They can back up, smoke themselves. Dire vision there in that top jungle. Not going to be able to see them as they're all obscured by the smoke and can hold the high ground right next to IG. And they could get the jump on Monet, who shows himself on the wave. Immediate move from Ace and Celery. ET, stomp off the Spirit. Quinn rolling in, Monet in trouble. Now the Blink Echo, Nothing to Say, initiates. The Gyro getting blown up by the Mystic Flare. MEEPO's there and onto Celery, but in comes Dyrachyo, blowing them up. A tremendous amount of damage from this Alchemist now. Monet is still alive though, draining the damage of Dyrachyo, but Quinn can open up and take him down. Razor gone, a double kill for your Pango. MEEPO in big piggy mode. Oinking and squealing, trying to get back to safety. Dyrachyo blinks, but incorrectly guesses which way to go. A 3-for-1. And Gaming Gladiators, with that one Observer Ward, get a teamfight victory off the back of it.
They knew what was coming, so they were prepped. IG thought that they have surprise effect. Also, they would love to have that BKB on Monet. The combo that was here was like Echo stomped first the slow, and slow from the Enchantress, which landed a stun, and then Monet tries to deal as much damage as possible. But you see Gyro, you're like, okay, I'm going to jump him. In the end, it's just a position for Gyro, so not much of a value was lost in that fight for Gaming Gladiators. This should also secure the tower in the top lane. Aghanim Scepter about to be completed on Quinn. Items are starting to pile up.
Yeah, they're getting huge now. Like this 12k lead really reflected in the big items being picked up by their 3 cores. That's a nice neutral items appearing as well. And JT will get away from Tofu in that bottom jungle. And BKB for Dyrachyo just really makes things so challenging now when IG relying on a lot of this magical burst damage out of Earthshaker and Scar's Mage. So Dyrachyo can pretty much have free reign to choose when he jumps in, when he fights, or just a BKB TP out of danger. And he's not going to stop farming anytime soon. Oh, are those Chen creeps? Yeah, those are Chen creeps, huh? Yeah, say goodbye to your army.
Extra gold for him. ET, he's about to finish off his Aghanim Scepter, so we'll have casual BKB if he hits all the MEEPOs, all the heroes. That's like 7 of them. Potential 14 seconds of BKB.
That's a lot of seconds.
Come on, sprites.
Celery helping out Ace. Clear out a little ancient stack. I mean, and the kill score, there's nothing between. You look at that, and then 13k net worth lead is a pretty big difference. Quinn, 3-0 and 4, 7 of the 8 kills. He's been involved in every little skirmish, every little fight. TP canceling people with roll, forcing them back. It's the reverse of game 1, right? Every time JT in game 1 showed on the map, showed in front of Gaming Gladiators, they'd be scared. Now, if Quinn shows up in front of your face, you're the ones running. You cannot go up against this little Pango boy.
who's about to finish off his Aghanim Scepter.
Age issues?
Radiant's middle tower is
Someone
under
too
attack.
old to press buttons? What's going on there? Celery calling someone out.
Couldn't find something. I don't know. Probably it happens to us, you know, boomers. Like, yeah, how do I fix that? Oh, there's like 2 clicks you need to do, and suddenly
it's the classic.
fixed.
It's the classic. Where's the ketchup in the fridge? You know, your girlfriend comes across, literally right in front of you. She just picks it up there. It's right there. How could you not see this?
I'm usually the girlfriend in my
yeah?
relationship when it comes down to that. I see everything. It's probably because of Dota, you know, seeing the minimap all the time, paying attention to details.
You're the noticer. Look at those odds. Almost 10 to 1 right now. No surprise. Seeing the way this game 2 has been going. And this G2.ig smoke, I mean, just reeks of desperation. They need something to pay off. They're stuck in a rut. Every move they've made has been answered tremendously by gaming gladiators, who are equally smoked up and readying themselves for a fight. Quinn leads the charge again and shows himself on Monet. Now, this is the dangerous part where the Pango just runs into the middle of you and you have to address him. You do jump forward and get the catch on him. Quinn is down, but Alchemist in. MEEPO stunned and caught up as well. JT getting blown up by the Earth Splitter, and
He's underground.
He takes down underground, dodges missile, Ace is there, and JT cannot get away.
Ace has
Elder Titan.
650 damage in that fight. Doesn't have Echo Saber, but he hits like a truck.
And Duracho's still chasing here. They got the stun on Monet. He doesn't have TP for 7 seconds, but somehow he's tucked himself in the trees and hidden. Nothing to say TP'd out of there, so they trade MEEPO for Pango. Not bad for G2.ig, but Roshan will belong to Gaming Gladiators now.
Let's see if they give this Aegis to Alchemist, or maybe Ace picks it up. But I don't think Ace is dying. I think he's in a really good spot. If he's not getting initiated on with Echo Slam, he's gonna eat this little fella alive.
Man, just wait until ET gets that cleave talent.
That's why he went for Hand of Midas. He wants that experience as soon as possible. And once MEEPO gets out, 1, 2 hits and dead.
Well, Aegis for Duracho. Shard coming up pretty soon for Quinn here, as we'll see him grab up a haste rune right under the nose of G2.ig, who are trying to get into that position. Not a massive amount of kills in this match. I think it has been Gaming Gladiators just toying with G2.ig across the entirety of the map, dragging them from one part to the other, but with Quinn getting caught here, hasting away though, gets out of danger, barely.
They needed an extra lockdown, some kind of a stunt to keep him in place.
One more stun could have helped out. Oh man, look at this. Assault Cuirass, 23 minutes. Alchemist pretty stacked. And also the Crimson Guard was
Just got 2 items to reduce all your physical damage from Razor, from MEEPO, from Earthshaker. And speaking of magical damage, I see Celery going for Pipe. Right now has Solar Crest available, but we'll get it eventually.
Yeah, so if G2.ig don't get that burst, they don't get that initial kill immediately, their game plan is pretty scuffed, honestly, you know? They jump Echo, they Mystic Flare, they jump MEEPO in there with a boof and that. If they don't kill a target, what do they do? Like, these long extended fights don't feel good for them. They want to be in, numbers advantage, steamroll.
Yeah. What they want to do is lock onto a target with Razor, Static Link BKB, kill it, Echo Slam, delete one of the heroes, Skyret Mage. Their reset is not as good. Maybe for MEEPO, where he can dug underground and dig underground and just get out, heal up a little bit, use Mega MEEPO.
Dire's middle tower
Nothing to say has less net worth than X-Noah on Chen.
is under attack.
And Gyro's going to take over soon. If they win one more fight, he's going to have more than Earthshaker.
Yeah, I mean, no joke. Going back to that point you made about Fisher level 1, that's felt bad for nothing to say this entire game.
Tower is under attack. Dire's
Like, not even memeing, right?
No.
structures are fortified.
Because he's supposed to be the one dominating that matchup. And now Gaming Gladiators on high ground. That AC completed, as you said, extra minus armor. Not just that, level 15 talent on Alchemist. If they sit inside the acid spray, that's extra 6 armor coming out from them. So that's extra 11 armor. It's like playing Sven at this point.
He's got like 50 armor sitting in acid spray, you know? What are you meant to do with this? You have like solar crest put on him, acid spray down, assault cuirass. Is nutty stuff. A Fisher will block them inside the base for now. Ace, though. Oh, that damage on Monet. He had to BKB up, trying to defend this. The final barracks in the mid lane, but Tofu's going to come in with Duraccio to clear it out. Centaur moves forward. Game and Gladiator is just holding their position. Nothing right now seems like it's able to push them back. Get a bit of high ground vision here as well. Just keep tabs on G2.ig in the base as Ace will go straight on to Baboka. A dead Scarth Mage with buyback available, but at this point,
they're not
it just
fighting.
feels so overwhelming.
There's no BKB available on Razor. Already used his ulti. Damage that they have is extremely limited. They might need to go. They might need to go with the buyback.
Like,
good echo.
Nothing to say. He's got a good echo, but they can't get the burst. They don't get the initial kill. They don't have that damage. They make the jump and they try to make it work, but you've lost your Earthshaker. Skyby's back now. Monet the focus. The Razor is falling. The good shield crash and Rolling Thunder there to take him down. Mystic Flare on the back, but Ace doesn't even die. Finally, Baboka gets the kill, but he's traded so much for it. Game and Gladiator is still 4 heroes strong and going towards Throne. Another catch on JT's MEEPO. Duraccio going to work with the help of Tofu, and Quinn will give a bit of assistance as well. But JT's pretty tanky. MEEPO stays alive. Aegis down now. First life gone, but Duraccio comes back up. BKB, shiny golden, run forward towards the fountain. Launch concoction in, JT surviving. All Game and Gladiators. You can't overextend here. You've got to get this kill, and they will secure it. Nothing to say, waiting on the edges. Can't get involved.
Tier 2 tower available bottom, so they can't get megas, but, you know, this top lane seems pretty dead. JT has buyback available, no BKB. He tried to itemize against ET and his aura, because it doesn't go through debuff immunity, but needs to use the buyback.
They have to. They have to defend these lanes. Duraccio now with no Aegis, no BKB. Could be susceptible to being chased out here, but Celery's the one being drained of his damage, and Duraccio's in. Nothing to say, being burned in the acid spray, but doesn't fall. Quinn back in onto Monet, rolling up a little bit here and snared for a second. But they will retreat and fall back, just resetting, not fully evacuating, because they want to finish this building. They know they've got G2.ig under their boot. Monet with a nice BKB timing, but JT just disappears.
Oh
Ace,
my god, that
look at
damage.
him go! Oh my god! Monet nearly falls as well. Nothing to say with Mystic Flare helping him out. Ace, he moves across in towards Baboka. Another Spirit and another couple of slaps will take down the Scarth Mage, and GG called.
What a performance. These are the gaming gladiators that we used to see throughout the year when they're dominating, when they are setting the tempo for the game. One thing that we did mention, we have to go back to it, is this first blood. I think a lot of the times it happened to all of us in the pubs where you skill an ability that you don't want to have at level 1, and then it loses